Yeah, and my name's Alan Bird, and I moved to Santa Fe 2.5 years ago. My wife and I were getting close to retirement, and we were looking for where do we want to be after we sold our home. And we'd come here quite a bit, so Santa Fe was a place we wanted to be, and we decided to buy a place and move here. You know, we had to get our Medicare checked again, and so we were getting in a new doctor's, and we had the Medicare MOCA test, both of us separately. My wife, number one, did not do very well on the test. She said, look, I see my patients, everything's going fine, I don't have anything going on. And I said, yeah, dear, but there was some trouble with some of these tests. It doesn't mean anything's wrong, but I'd like to kind of investigate further and see what's going on with you. She got very mad, very upset, and said she never wanted to have this discussion again. We went on a trip. We went back to Washington to visit the family in Washington and stay in our condo there. And when we got there, she wanted to come home immediately. And that for me was a real trigger that something's going up. Here we got our grandson and daughter, and she doesn't want to be there. So we came back to Santa Fe from that trip. And then suddenly she woke up that morning and looked at me and said, you have to call all my patients. You have to cancel the business. I don't know how to open the computer. I don't know how to talk to my patients. I don't even know where to begin. So we went on a quest trying to figure out, okay, well, I got her to agree that maybe we need a test. So we started trying to find somebody to test.
I think it's definitely very important for family members just to try to educate themselves. The Alzheimer's Association program is a very, very helpful program who you can call 24/7.
We started some testing, and about 10, 15 minutes into it, she said, I don't know what to tell you, but there's no sense testing anymore. You clearly have it and you don't enjoy the testing. So, if I really cared and I was a really loving husband, that I could take care of her and I could handle it. But it got more and more where she wanted me to be right beside her. Even though I did all the cooking and that kind of stuff, I was getting really impatient. I was getting mad. I was getting angry at her. And then I started reaching out, talking to people. And so suddenly I had more resources than I thought just by talking about it.
If you or someone you love has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's or another form of dementia, start building your team. Your team can include paid caregivers, but it doesn't have to. There are support groups you can go to where you can make friends.
I can't overestimate the importance of support groups. Being in a room with people who understand, I think, is really, really, really important.
A lot of people with Alzheimer's and dementia don't know that something is going on with them. So that's where we come in, and that's where we have to understand that yes, there are changes that are happening with them, but they are still the incredible person that we are supporting and the incredible person that we met at the beginning.
I saw very, very early that if I learned to unconditionally love her, that I had to learn to love myself so that I could find that calm space, that internal feeling that allowed me to be there for another person. It gave me a chance to heal, because if I really could learn to love myself, then now I had a chance to love somebody else without conditions.